failing is good. That's what I want to say. I want to get across the message about failing is good. While I do that, I'm going to show you an app that I'm working on, and it's an update to one that I did yesterday. It uses function calling. Now, it's irrelevant to my point that I'm talking about here, but basically, I'm going to go on to failing is good. I don't feel like I'm a very smart person, and I think that a lot of what you have to do to be able to do anything is to fail. I think failing 100 times in a row is just a normal day for me, and I don't let it get me down. I just get up the next day and start failing at a bunch of other things. It doesn't make me feel bad in the slightest. It annoys me. I wish I was smarter. I wish I sat down and focused on doing things, but I wish I could stay focused. I do things, but I don't focus as much as I can. So in this, by the way, I'm going to get it to talk about. So tell me what functions you can do. So I made this in the last couple of days, and this app in itself is going to fail. I'm not trying to sell it or anything like that. I'm giving it away for free, and or a better one than this one. I've got it made. The idea behind this, by the way, is that you have all these different functions that are in, say, mathematics, save and create files, and science. So I can calculate factorial numbers, generate Fibonacci sequence, add two numbers together. I made this initially to show that large language models maybe not that they can do math, but they can use the tools that use math. It's like having a genius with a calculator who just has dyslexia or something like that. That's how I see large language models a lot of the time. So I wanted to work on getting it to make its own functions, and I'm gonna probably attempt that right now. So let's just do a little test, right? So one of the things in here is convert temperature, Celsius to Fahrenheit. And Kelvin, right? Convert 32 Celsius to Fahrenheit. So what's going to happen is that GPT-4 is going to call the function that is in here for is it in the physics one, and it'll give an answer. So 32 conversion Celsius is this. Now ChatGPT by itself can probably do that, but the idea that it can't, say, send an email for you or play tones of music for you or turn on and off the lights in your house. And the idea of function calling is that you get it to do that. And I had so many issues with making this thing working, and I was using it for another thing in another project in work to help it do other tasks. But even when I've got it working, then it fails. And then I find out, hey, ChatGPT, that's my usage. I'm always checking is OpenAI down, because I was getting such bad answers when it came to, and it was at some part today and it's down somewhere. But let's do something cooler. So create, okay, sorry. Well, I have it so it's capable of knowing what folder structure it can do. It has itself. Now I have it over on the right, but that's just JavaScript loading at the beginning, so I can see and I can show you when it's working. So what folder structure and files are on this are in this application. Now, because it's using GPT-4, it's quite smart. It'll figure out some of my bad English and whatever, and then give us an answer. It does take a little bit of time, but there you go. It's actually quite fast on GPT-4. I think it's because it's smarter than GPT Mini. Anywho, each file, blah, blah, blah. So let's go into static, or no, let's go into templates. No, let's not go into templates. What can we go into? Let's go into random. Let's make a poop one, right? Create a folder inside the mathematics folder called hoop and create a file in that also called hoop.txt. Okay, cool. So it'll go off and create that file. Now, of course, who gives a damn if you create a file that does that kind of thing? So if I want to go over here and check mathematics, poop.txt, right? Okay, so we don't want to have that anymore. I'm just going to delete that from my folder over here on the left, which you can't see, but that's irrelevant to the video, I think. Now, what's the point of this? You can use it for everything that I just mentioned. You could go off and do many other things. Like I could even say, hey, read the file basic operations py in the mathematics folder and show me what is in it. Okay, I'm just asking it to show me for the sake of showing me. Oh, sorry, I can see it all over here on the left though, and it's restarting. Okay, let's see if we can do that again. This is just something, again, this is an example of a failure, right? I don't know why it's not going to do it this time. It said Operation Watchdog kicked into effect, so I don't know if this is relevant or not. Again, I can see it over here on the left hand side. I might just make something else now as a test. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay, so even the smartest AIs in the world fail all the time. It should have worked. I didn't do anything different, and there you go. Okay, so based on this, I want you to add a new function call new function call and add it to this file. Okay, I'm not too sure what it's going to do in this situation, and I think that's also a scary part of doing all this stuff. Sure, what kind of function call? I don't know. I am not sure. You make something simple, please. Okay. Now, let's just have a look at the actual file that's there currently. I'll just drag it over for you. Oh, you guys can see it here. So we've got the basic math stuff. So add addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, square root, the power of, greater than, and less than. Okay, so let's see if it actually does something. Divide, square root, power, greater than, less than. So we're kind of still just waiting for OpenAI to come up with an idea, then call the function, then go into the file, and then write it. Now I know I can read the file, which we saw there. Oh, it did something on the left, and it's doing something over there, and less than, and now it's just added in factorial by itself. Okay, which I already know I had in advanced functions over here, but let's just delete that one. Okay, pretend that it wasn't actually created. Sorry, an error occurred. Oh, the system restarted because whenever you're running this application, and you do that, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so list. We know that we've deleted factorial from the advanced math part. List all the functions available. Okay, but we saw that it did update itself, and that would have caused another issue, I guess, on the fly. And I'm always fingers crossed that this will work. I'm never certain that this is going to work when it runs. Like, as in, that's also scary about making this application or seeing what this is like. But you know, it might be years ahead. It might be not. Oh, there we go. I was actually. I didn't want you to write them all out. Okay. Oh, it's created another one, modulus. I didn't ask for the modulus to be created. So I went off and done something else and created another one as well. I think. No. Okay. Let's add a new simple function to calculate modulus of two numbers. Well, you know what? That's actually not bad. But I didn't ask for you to do that. Okay. Well, I guess this is one of my other reasons why I think failing is good. Well, you saw that it worked, right? Would you like me to save the file? I'm sure. Why not? See if it actually does it. So this could cause another failure because Fibonacci sequence is in there, and the factorial one is in there. So I don't know if it's gonna like rewrite the whole thing or just append it to the bottom. But again, 2-day-old program, and I know function calling is like only about a year or two old, I guess, at this point, especially with using AI. But my original point is failing. Failing is good for multiple reasons. Oh, sorry, an error occurred. And let me see. I've got the file open, and it actually added it in. So even though it thought it failed, and it did remove the one that we had in there beforehand, which was the what was the one that we had in there beforehand? We had, I can't even remember. Just removed it from the factorial, I think it was. Okay, so it's in there. So tell me the modulus of something, because I'm not entirely sure how I would do the modulus of anything. Sure, please provide two numbers you'd like to calculate. 2 and 20. Okay, the modulus of 2. Okay, would you like to calculate the modulus for other numbers? Okay, yeah, okay, that's correct. What is the list and number the functions available, only the names. Okay, not also in the science and mathematics folder. So again, just telling you guys, go off and fail. Like, if you want to see a big fail, here's one. I got 555 videos and I got 468 subscribers, and I've actually probably turned off maybe about 50 of those videos, and I've been doing this now for the last year and a bit. Now, where's the success here? The success is that I've learned how to use Dream Gaussian in Unity. I was probably one of the first to do that with my voice. I could tell an object to be created. I was chatting to with vision models that almost the day it came out, like more than 8 months ago. I had my own private GPT stuff. I've done so many fun things and learned so many different things that it's going to be years before other people have dived deep enough into them. And this is just my hobby. If your hobby is in woodworking, dancing, playing games, or whatever it is, and you actually just fail enough times, you'll begin to improve. Now, I can't say that I think I've improved very much in the last while, but I still am an advocate for failing. There you go. Force, velocity, Fibonacci sequence, modulus. Yeah, everything works. I'm actually quite happy with that. And see, got rid of the poop thing over there on the left. Okay, so that's my video for today, and if you ever interested in getting this particular code, it's on my last video. I'll be making another one later on, and you'll be free